I'm Scott, and this is Allie, and we live in Seattle. Over the last several years, we've owned and operated 2 boats in the Pacific Northwest. And now we're on our search for our liveaboard cruiser. So hit the subscribe button now to come along with us on our boating journey and see where it leads.
Well, Christmas is just 2 weeks away.
2 weeks away?
And, for anyone who's been with their partner or spouse for years, you wonder, what do you get them, right? I mean, we just don't need anything, especially if we're trying to live on a boat.
Mm-hmm.
So last Christmas, it was easy. I'm going to get you stuff that is for our BVI trip. How easy was that? Except we didn't go on the trip.
Yeah, but I got a lot of cool presents.
So I figured, well, we still don't even know if we're going to go this year. I'm not going to buy any more stuff for the trip, but we might as well show you what I did buy and see if there's anything else you think we should buy or maybe don't need. So the first thing I did buy, of course, was a Fedor's guide to the U.S. Virgin Islands and the British Virgin Islands. So it's nice and lightweight. That's the other thing. We need to make sure whatever we take is very lightweight.
Oh, yeah.
So we didn't want to take a whole bunch of stuff, but
We are good at packing light, though.
And we're really good.
We only do carry on no matter where we're going for however long we're going.
So the nice thing about this book is not only is it a travel guide, but it has a whole fish section so it can identify what the fish are. It also has areas that you should avoid if you're going by boat. So great little book. We used these a lot when we were in Europe. So this is a definite must. The next big one.
Oh wait, let me put another log on the fire.
Yeah, you like our fire? It's getting a little hot.
It is getting a little warm in here.
I think we're going this COVID, man. We're going stir crazy. So the other big must is a wet bag. Now, one thing, when I went to go order this for you, I didn't know what a 10-liter held. So, I still don't know. We have another dry bag just from one of our brands, but is
it a wet bag or a dry bag?
I mean, they call it a dry bag.
Okay.
But is it big enough even? I mean, I look at some of you guys and you have like big ones, 30 liter.
Yeah, 30.
And you're going to put your towels in there and anything else, but then you don't want it to be too heavy. It does come with a strap, which the strap is in there, but is this big enough? I guess that's the next question. All of these products, also of course self-plug, these are all on our blog, the affiliate links, and we'll also put them down below. But give us your comments on if this bag is big enough and if we should invest in another one.
Maybe we get like another one that size instead of one big one where you have to carry it,
because it folds up easy, it's easy to pack and travel. So
put the drones and cameras in one and put all the non-electronics in the other.
Yeah. Speaking of cameras, now you bought me a gift last year. You bought me a lot of gifts.
She bought me a wet bag or a dry bag. We'll figure out what to call it. And I got her a nice little DJI. I can never say DJI. I don't know why. The little Pocket. This is fantastic. We've used it for some of our videoing this year. We were hoping to use it again when we went to the BVIs. Maybe if we go in April now that we've rescheduled, we'll see what happens. Everything's been pushed off now. But this is a fantastic, it really takes great 4K video. The gimbal is fantastic. It just really holds the camera still.
Show them how it works.
Hopefully it's charged. Yep.
See how it just naturally turns?
Yep. Turn it and face yourself. Automatically face it. I will say the one drawback it has is the sound is not great, mainly because the microphone is actually facing the videographer as opposed to facing the subject. So if you're wanting to narrate what you're doing, that's great. Or if you want to put it into selfie mode again and turn it around and you can talk to the camera, it's going to do fairly good sound. Now they do make an attachment. We don't have the attachment here, but we do have the attachment that allows you to put an external microphone on it.
Oh, that's cool.
And you can have like another gimbal where you can put a shotgun on it and that type of thing. And that does pretty well as well. But just for capturing good video, you can't go wrong. And the size is
perfect.
Is perfect.
You can throw it in your back pocket. The other thing I kind of like,
that's why they call it the Pocket.
Yeah, we're still trying to figure out is a comfort level videoing in public, right? We're just not, you know, we're not famous like some of you guys at all, and you're used to it, but to walk down this, you know, talking to ourselves with a camera makes us a little bit
ignoring everything that's going on around you.
And so with this little guy, it's not as obtrusive as the word, I don't, you know, as you're walking down the sidewalk, people might not even notice that you're filming. So that's what I also like about the size of that one.
Absolutely.
So the next thing is, I don't know about you, but for me, I'm very, very picky about my water on the boat. Our last boat had a filter that went from the hose, actually it went from the dock to the hose that filtered the water. It was an RV filter, and we got the link down below on that for you. And then when it came into the boat, we had another drinking water fountain, I guess, and that went through another 3M filter. So our drinking water and the ice that we made was absolutely pure. We've had a boat where the water was not good. In fact, I didn't even brush my teeth with it. So not knowing what the water is like down on, you know, the Caribbean and what these are, the first thing I bought was this portable tap water refresher kits, and they're basically, it's like charcoal, and you just take it, and what's interesting is that each one of these, I've got a lifetime supply, so if anybody needs any, call me.
We're good for doomsday.
But each pack has 3 filter sets in here, and you just put them in your water, and I assumed that it would filter the water. Now I haven't figured that part out, because it basically just says that it is for tap water. It is for you know, you just fill it, shake it, and put it in, but it doesn't, it says shake filter, but it doesn't say that it purifies.
Is this a replacement for a shake filter, or do you just put it in?
You put it straight in your water.
Okay.
And it just says tap water refresher.
So something that you're able to shake, though.
Yep, it says instantly.
So like a water bottle or something like that.
And it says instantly reduces odor and taste. But for me, I'm also worried about the bacteria. That's what I've gotten sick off of. So I got to do a little more research on these. I've got plenty. This whole kit came with, I think, 25 of these, and in each of these are 3. So I've got 75 of these filters. So then I figured, well, if this isn't the solution, I came up with another solution, and that is
this one.
Yep. I bought every one of us one of these straws. This is called a clean sip straw, and it's the world's smallest water filter in a straw. And they, you just put it right straight into the water bottle or glass. They weren't super expensive. I think they were about $12 a piece. They're super lightweight.
Yep, it's a full charcoal filter.
Yep. And so
filters out the water.
And that is, it's very long lasting as well. I think it lasts something like 50 drinks or something. So this I bought for everybody. So if that doesn't work, we at least have these, and then we'll be sure to have totally pure drinking water. I know I'm a little crazy, but I also don't want to take a lot of buy a lot of water bottles, because we're trying to eliminate our use on water bottles, which are bad for the environment. So,
what's this?
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
So, those 2 were free. So that thing next.
This?
Yep.
Oh, okay. We have a couple of these, don't we?
Yep. So when we were in Annapolis, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago, we were doing, as we were walking through the trade show, we ran across this couple who they were brand new, and a lot of you know them now, and they had introduced these cool cases. These are made out of scuba gear, scuba zippers. You put your phone in them, and they are absolutely not only watertight, but they float. And we each have 2 of these. And they're great. The only catch is, we don't put a lot of stuff in ours.
No.
And so I wanted something that was maybe a little bit easier to access, lighter weight. And so what I ended up buying were these. And this one, it's just easy. It's big for my phone, because I have a
giant phone.
I have an Android. And what I like about it is it does hold a lot. And it completely is watertight, and you can just put it around your neck, and we can throw in our ID in there, some lip balm, and it's actually I call it isinglass, but the plastic is so clear that you can even take good pictures through it. So I use this a lot when we went kayaking, crabbing. We had our crab licenses in it. And so these are easy, affordable, lightweight, and these are a must definitely if you go on any trip.
Yep, absolutely.
So the next thing I bought was I wanted to have a very lightweight, and for a lot of you who also have a YouTube channel, you probably have 1,000 tripods. As we're filming this, we have 2 tripods.
Got 2 here. You got the bendy kind, you got the straight kind, you have high kinds.
We have all kinds, but they're heavy. You know, they
can
can be, but they're bulky and they're heavy. This is a miniature tripod kit. I mean miniature. How cute is that? But these do extend to a little bit higher. And it's got some adapters to it, and I've used it quite a bit on the boat. And it's just easy to prop up, but I mean, it is so lightweight that it's great for your phone.
Yeah, so you can attach it directly to the bottom of your camera, your DSLR, or it also has the expandable phone
and I
attachment
mean, this
as well.
whole thing I think weighs less than a half a pound. So this is a great little...
Yeah, that's not even probably a 1/10 of a pound.
So this is a great little, easy to pack. Put it in just your pack.
Your dry pack?
You can put it in a dry pack. But I think you're going to want a tripod on any kind of trip.
Right.
And I don't want to necessarily pack all this stuff. So this is definitely a good one. The last big gift that I bought you last year, and I accidentally bought them 2.
She liked it so much.
But why don't you show everyone? And I don't know if we're going to take this on our trip or not. I think it could be useful.
Yeah, I don't know if we'll take it on the trip, but
you never know.
There's always a good thing. You used it a couple times actually on the boat. We all, you have to have a headlamp. So this is.
And it's pretty heavy duty.
This is a heavy duty one. It has different light modes, blinking, strobe, so on and so forth. And anybody who's ever been in an engine room or anything like that knows it's so dark down there, and you need all the hands you could possibly have. So trying to hold a flashlight is nearly impossible when you're trying to do anything. So having one of these is just, you cannot live without it.
And normally we'd say, no, we're not going to take a headlamp, because why would you ever need to get into your engine room when you're in a charter trip? But
That's true. Check out episode 7 or whatever.
We could have used this on our last charter for sure.
Which way is it going? I can't see.
You got to aim down.
Oh, do I have it?
Yep, there you go.
I see. There you go. Oh,
there you go.
Oh. Cool.
Yeah.
And she liked it so much, she got me 2 of them.
Well,
two different ones.
I think you need to have a headlamp.
Yeah.
For when you're doing work.
And we can go splunking too. So it always comes in handy for that.
True. So the last 2 items, actually, I did not buy for Christmas, but I happened to be at a trade show remember when we had trade shows? It was a trade show right before Christmas last year. Actually, it was called Dealer Week. And I didn't want to take home a bunch of just stuff. How much stuff do you need?
Lots of tchotchkes.
So I decided to look for stuff that we could use on our trip. And the first one is this cool little thing from Wells Fargo, and in each one of these is
a shot.
Is a spray.
Oh.
And this one is an after sun spray.
No wonder it tasted so bad.
You have an insect bite, insect repellent, hand sanitizer, and SPF 30 sunscreen. So my advice is when we go back to doing trade shows, look for stuff that you could use on your boat. I mean, this is lightweight, easy to carry. We need this stuff anyways, so why not?
Yep.
And then these were being given away as well. And this is, again, around your neck. You can use this for other things to hold ID, but this one in particular is a first aid kit. And I know that the boat's going to come with some basic first aid kit, but
it's always nice to have one if you can take it to shore. You never know when you're going to
need it. It's got a little thing of Neosporin. It's got some Band-Aids, some gauze, some alcohol wipes, and it is all in this tight little kit that we can throw in our dry wet bag.
It looks like it'll float.
And it probably does float.
Yep.
And it's airtight.
Yep.
And again, you can just throw it right around your neck. So look for stuff that you can use on your boat or a trip next time you go to a trade show. So, well, so this was a quick little video, but I did want to share with you some of the stuff that we bought. We are open to everyone's suggestions though of what we might need for the trip. We've rescheduled it for April.
Yeah,
it's all
moving it from February.
Yep, it's all depending upon not only the vaccine situation, but also what their requirements. The reason we moved it out is right now the BVIs they were requiring another like 4 tests, 8 days of quarantine. Yeah. It was too much, and so by moving it to April, we hope that perhaps the restrictions will ease up a little bit.
Yeah, because they just actually closed down again.
They just closed down
again. Pushed it out to January 21st to even open.
Yeah,
so
they were supposed to open December 1st, and so they just closed again. So we've got plenty of time to plan for this trip. So if there's other stuff that we should have.
I can't wait to see what she gives me this year.
Well, it's nothing for the trip, I said.
Oh.
Sorry. You got it all. It's all right here.
Okay.
So we hope you enjoy this video. It was short and sweet, but the next, be sure to tune in next week. We're going to take you on a tour of a Navigator, another one. This was a bonus video that we got last summer, and we weren't planning on videotaping it because it was out of our price range.
Yep.
But it'll be fun to at least go back and look at it. So we'll see you on that tour next week. Thanks everyone. Thanks for watching.
So we hope you enjoyed that video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below. Go ahead and subscribe, hit the notification bell so you'll be notified the next time a video is posted, and be sure to follow us on all the major social channels.
At Boating Journey.
Thanks everybody.
See you next week.